He a bitch.
Hey yo, hey yo.
There's no grown ass. No.
Yo.
Look at the camera for this one, bro.
Oh shit.
No grown ass man should ever come out his mouth and be like, "Yo, I'm traumatized." Like, unless you really went through something real traumatic, bro. Like you should never fix your lips and say, "Oh, I'm traumatized," or "That got me triggered." You a bitch.
What's good, y'all? Let's Make Sense of It podcast. We are back for another week, and like we always say,
The truth you don't want, but you definitely need.
you definitely need it. I go by the boy Vince. She forgot her name.
I'm Ash.
Yo, you got
And we are back again. We're off to a great start already.
You started talking, and I was still scrolling.
Oh man. Oh man, I caught you off guard. My bad.
Sorry.
My bad. Oh man, we're back for another week. Back with a big announcement. Big announcement. Live show. We're doing a live show. Our second live show. City Winery. September 27th. I almost forgot the date.
It's a Sunday, you guys.
Sunday,
It's a
September
Sunday.
27th at the City Winery. Tickets go on sale this Friday.
Next Friday.
This Friday.
They going to sell this Friday?
They go on sale this Friday.
They ain't announcing this till next week.
Like I said, they gonna when y'all see this.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. I'm like, bitch, stop looking at me like that, because what the fuck you mean?
It'll be on sale. Matter of fact, Juneteenth they'll be on sale. There we go. That's when they go on sale.
Oh, that's,
yeah.
Look at that, Black Power.
Juneteenth. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets. We'll make sure
The show is amazing. We have no video, but from the last one. But we heard that it was really good.
Yeah.
We heard it was really good.
Yeah, so we going live. So make sure y'all grab y'all tickets. Come out and see us.
Grab your man, grab your mama. You can even bring your grandma. You know, it's an all-inclusive show.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
depends.
bring auntie
It's
out.
an all-inclusive show. If she don't
your
like vulgar
aunties
language,
out.
don't bring her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because we're not censoring anything. It's not for your children. Okay, so it's not all-inclusive. It's not for your kids.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
for your kids.
no, it's not for you to get. Yeah, it ain't that type of all inclusive. But you want to bring auntie, bring the girlfriends out. You know what I'm saying? Bring all your homies out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna sell this out. So
Yeah.
make sure y'all get those tickets. All right. So this week, so our recent episode we did one on parenting. Pretty much, we're gonna do a part 2. We're gonna do a part 2 to our last episode. So if y'all haven't listened to our last episode, go listen to that and then come back over here. This is gonna be part 2 of this episode.
And if you hear some things repeated, shut the fuck up. Okay? 'Cause this is not scripted, so some things we might have forgot that we said already.
Yeah.
But
All right.
oh well.
So, let's start it off this way with this question: is protecting your child too much actually hurting them? Let's start there.
It depends what you're protecting them from. Like, are you saying like I know some people don't do now in this day and age, like people don't allow sleepovers no more.
That's a good one.
Like you can't stay over at anybody's house because of so many things that have happened in the news with, parents of the household, touching children, inappropriate things going on, or even other kids just being inappropriate. So those things I can see protecting your child from. I don't believe it becomes too much. If you don't allow them to sleep over anybody's house that's, that you're not comfortable with, then it is what it is.
Do you agree with protecting them from social media?
Yeah. To a certain extent, I believe that we've blurred a line where your kids are doing the videos are funny, like with Young Miami song Spin That, and like they got the whole dance trend going around with it, and like people are incorporating their kids and like their kids are singing the song and doing the dance with it, and it's just like, yeah, like it's funny or whatever case, but on the other hand, it's still like your 6-7-year-old child shouldn't be saying spin that shit.
Right.
and winding their hips on video with you. And it's just like, everything, some things might come off as entertainment, but it's not. Everything doesn't need to be entertainment. Like they don't need to be a part of that.
Right. Like you said, protecting your kids from other kids.
Yeah.
Especially at a young age.
Child.
At a big age too. Not even just at a young age.
I feel like parents be knowing when they when other kids are like bad influences or just like you can tell. I'm like,
Yes.
you got some people who just like,
Oh no, they just no. Your fucking kid is bad.
Do they just do they just ignore it? Like, do they just like, oh, well, that's their friend? Like,
you got some parents who ignore it.
Some parents will ignore it, yeah, but I don't think you should ignore it. And some people ignore it because you're like, oh, I don't want to hurt my kids' feelings or I don't want to make them feel like isolated. But it's just like, yeah, no, at this very moment, yeah, fuck your feelings.
now, off of that, you're trying to protect your kid from that different kid. Now, could that cause conflict between the two adults?
Probably because a lot of parents don't want to believe that their kid is bad or a bad influence, or because they'll take it as a direct jab to their parenting. So if it's like, oh, my kid can't be around your kid because your kid is watching baddies and shit like that, and you think it's okay, but in my household, I don't even want you in the same room with me when I'm having an adult conversation.
Kids watching baddies is crazy.
But they are watching baddies. And I mean, it feels like a double standard because we were kids once, and I know it's shit that we watched that we damn sure shouldn't have been watching. I know it's a lot of movies I shouldn't have been watching. Like, none of us should have been watching like Love Jones at 10. Like, why are we watching that? Jason's Lyric, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. Like, we shouldn't have been watching any of that shit, but we watched it.
We shouldn't have, but I feel like we should at the same time because I feel like you should know like what's like. Those movies were important to the black culture. I mean, and even though we were young, I feel like we at least there was messages in those movies at some point. Boys in the Hood had a message in there. It took a while to get to the message, but
I think it's all about the interest. Like, I feel like I didn't really watch those rated R movies or anything past PG-13 until I was like a teenager or even almost close to like full blown high school student. Right. I was still in the anime, playing video games, and all the way up into high school and still in high school. Like, a lot of that stuff didn't catch my interest. But you have some people where your kids are a reflection of you. Mm-hmm. So if your kid don't like playing with baby doll toys, or they don't want to go to an amusement park or be outside, do activities, they want to do whatever you're doing.
Right. Yeah. Our childhood was actually. We actually did a lot more than these kids now. We wanted to be outside. We wanted to be outside. Yeah, we actually wanted to go outside. Nobody wanted to be in the house. It was a punishment when you had to go in the house.
Yes. Like what? You said I got to stay on the porch. Like, it was okay if I was on punishment, but you said I can be on the porch because now everybody coming to the porch.
Right. And then when you were done outside, like you say, everybody was either on the porch or everybody came inside. Niggas play video games. Like, we really wanted to be like outside doing stuff. And also back then, like, social media wasn't really a thing.
Besides MySpace.
Yeah, besides that. But that was later on towards we got into high school and stuff. But like,
motherfuckers.
We had cartoons and we had the good stuff back then, like the good shows and all of that. Now it's just like these kids just want to get on social media. And the new thing is everybody just want clout. Everybody want to go viral. That's the thing.
Every kid has a TikTok. Every kid doesn't need a TikTok.
And you know what's crazy? Off of that, the TikTok thing. I think parents should talk to their, and not the reason that I'm about to say, I think parents should talk to their kids about doing certain TikToks because these kids don't be paying attention to their surroundings. They'll be in the middle of a crowd of people, like a lot going on behind them, and they're doing a TikTok, and they're missing out on something could happen to them. Like, they just, because kids are TikTok anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of them don't have, like,
no cell phone.
Situational awareness?
Yeah, situational awareness, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them don't have that. It's just like whatever's like right here in front of me, but nothing. I'm not paying attention to anything around me. But I don't think that every kid should have a TikTok. I don't think every kid should have a social media. I mean, this may be taboo, and I know people are going to disagree, but I don't believe every kid needs a fucking phone.
That's a good argument. I think
I'm giving my young boy a flip phone.
I think,
bro, you gotta go through the ranks just like me. When I was a young bull, I had the Nokia, whatever joint from Metro, and I would play the little games on that joint.
Yeah, I had that big ass block phone. Yeah, see,
you gotta start off where I was at.
But it's different now because I feel like kids need to have that phone because you need to know where your kid is. Like, you need to But on the same,
Where they going? It depends on like where your kid. Like some people have like given their kids phone and they don't go anywhere outside of them. So if your kid, like if you drop your kid off at school every morning, they go to school and you picking them up every day, and then they going in the house.
Right.
And then outside of that, they going like to your mom's house, their grandma, or they going to their dad's house or their mom's house. If you're a dad that's raising the kid, or if you're a dad that's the custodial parent or whatever. And sometimes just like, well, where do they need the phone? What do they need the phone for? Kids that are like catching the school bus, walking to school by themselves, catching SEPTA, those type of things. Like yes. But all of it is basically like situational or circumstantial. But every kid doesn't need a fucking phone just because they're a kid.
So, at what age do you think kids should get phones?
When you're in high school.
In high school?
I'm really gonna be one of them parents.
I'm gonna at least say like
middle school.
I'm at least say 6th, 7th grade.
Right.
Like because by that time you 10, 11, 12, you between that age. Like yeah. I'm also a big person on monitoring. Like I'm looking through my kid phone.
Yeah. How many parents can actually say they actually go through their kid phone?
I
Not
mean,
many.
When we were younger, it's like girls, we had diaries, so it wasn't as much as you going through your phone. It's like your mom going through your phone. I got a diary. You reading pages because I'm actually writing this shit out.
They went through the diary.
But now it's like you giving young kids phones and they got group chats and they on Snapchat, they on TikTok and they use the ChatGPT and they FaceTiming and all that type of stuff. Like it's like these kids are more like they got the good end of technology where we got the shit where it was like first starting and going through its trials and errors. They have everything that we didn't have. So it's just like you got to monitor them even more, especially with kids that pay like what is that Roblox,
whatever. Yeah,
Robots, and it wasn't another one. Robots and another one.
Minecraft.
I don't know. I thought it was just Roblox. I'm not sure.
It's another one, but they can like chat and shit on there, and like the chat deletes itself. Like you got grown motherfuckers is messaging kids on it. Like I'm just saying, like certain things is just like you have to be hyper vigilant because a lot of kids don't have situation. They don't have that awareness, and they think that it's okay, and it's not.
All right. Let me ask you this one: at what age should children start learning about money?
What?
When they start counting?
Yeah, when they start counting.
Like I need you, like my baby know what $1 is. You know what all her coins are. Like you know, you gotta know what this is. You know when you got some money, she'll have one of my pocketbooks and be empty. She'd be like, "Mommy, I don't have any money." Yeah, because it's on a card. We don't carry cash around here. Like we don't do that. But yeah, I think when they start counting, like they should know, like with like basically. But they're not going to learn the value of money until they're much older.
Right.
But teaching them like just the basic of knowing what it is, yeah, definitely when they're younger and they like learning their letters, learning their numbers, all that type of stuff.
I got monies. Are we raising resilient kids or dependent kids?
Dependent. You think these kids resilient?
Man, they cry about everything.
This generation is I'm not going to call them soft. I'm going to call them spoiled.
Yeah.
Because even the poor kids nowadays aren't poor. Just think about that. When the last time, just think about that though. When the last time you seen a poor, like, not child, I'm talking about like teenager. These kids be wearing better shit than us.
They mask it real well.
These kids got A-Lo. These kids get Nike Techs. These kids get all of the shoes.
Side note, I went on that website. I was just looking at the price, and they wanted $158 for a pair of fucking tights, and I was just like,
for Nike?
What, A-Lo?
No, for A-Lo.
A-Lo? Yeah.
I was like,
they didn't turn workout gear into
in my head, this is workout. This is fitness gear. Why the fuck is this? Why am I paying $300 for that?
That's because we set the trend.
Bitch, to trend my ass.
I'm going to Primark. Listen, we set the trend for stuff, and then they take advantage of it off of us because of us that scene, I don't know what it was before, but I guarantee it wasn't $158.
God, like, bring back the days when, I mean, I know they don't shop there anymore, but when we was shopping at Aeropostale and Abercrombie and
Damn.
Hollister, like that was like your
Listen,
flex there.
you used to walk in Hollister, that shit had all of the smells. And that shit had, I didn't know what that smell
Them
was.
jeans, I love them fucking jeans. Them jeans just nice as shit, but
The Hollister Aeropostale era was crazy.
a lot of them don't know how to regulate their emotions. I would say that. They don't know how to talk things out. A lot of them just leave with anger, and they don't believe that there are consequences to their actions, because a lot of the parents nowadays, like I said the last episode, are trying to be their kid's friend. So you enable their bad behavior and you blame everybody else for their mistakes.
Or
Like right now, it's graduation and prom season. There have been I've seen at least 15 different stories of kids not graduating. And they upset because they said, "Oh, I found out 2 days, or I found out a week, or I found out 2 weeks before graduation as I wasn't graduated." You're a fucking liar.
right, there's no
By
way. There's
by
no
at least
way.
February or March, your teacher is telling you, "Oh, you're not graduating.
Right.
You got to bring your grade up." Parents, it's easier now because teachers is texting you and emailing. They not calling. They not just calling no more.
Yeah.
You're not just doing parent-teacher conference. You can log in and see your child's grades. If you're not taking an initiative to be on their ass to make sure that they're doing what they're doing, no, you don't deserve a prom send-off. You don't deserve shit from me. Barely you should be fucking breathing. Because what are we doing? Because now you're not graduating. So now you got to repeat or go to summer school.
Which is crazy. I remember something came out this week. It said that the average, it was Philadelphia specifically, is pretty much they passing the kids. They just pretty much pass the kids through. Like there's like
We blame Bush for that because No Child Left Behind law fucked everybody up because they can't read. Like you see them videos like the guy walking up to people and saying read was on the index card. And it's one sentence, but I mean it's at least five or six
They
like,
tongue
big words.
twisters.
Whatever. Tongue twisters my ass. A lot of them can't read that. It was when I saw it today. It was zebra, the word zebra, in cursive,
I was just about that was gonna be my next question.
and people couldn't read it. They didn't know.
There's some adults that can't do that.
They didn't know that it was a fucking Z. They thought it was a J. Somebody thought it was an R.
Speaking of cursive, do these kids know how to write their signature?
They brought it. They brought it back into school.
But do
after
people,
they took it out?
the ones that didn't have it, do they know how to write their signature?
Probably not.
Like, do they just sign their name? You know how I say sign and print and sign? Do they just
I don't
print?
even really think they be writing shit anymore. I think they type everything. Remember how we used to have to write 5-page essays and shit like that? And
you still
and
got to sign, but you still got to sign stuff nowadays. You got to go to the bank.
What they signing?
You got to go to the bank and then you get money.
bank?
But you
What
can
bank
put
is they
anything
going
for a
to?
signature now. Like
What bank is they going
You got
to?
a point. Just put a line.
Yeah.
I seen
They can
doctors
go in
say
there and scribble some shit like that.
most people do.
Yeah.
Most people do.
It's not. They just brought it back into school for them to learn, which is weird.
I was just talking to somebody at my job about like how like I remember being, and I hated that class. We was sitting in class, the one class I used to have cursive writing in, you was sitting in the classroom and you'd be there for an hour.
Right in cursive.
Nothing. There was no windows in it. Matter of fact, it was a window in the ceiling. There was no windows on the
This is a
side. It was just
fucking
a dark classroom, and you in there in the dark just writing. Like,
That sounds like detention.
you
Definitely
be there
sound
all
like
day writing.
he was in detention. He just
That
didn't know.
sound like detention.
He was in detention. They just didn't tell him it was detention.
You ain't got no.
He had
you
an
ain't got
in-school
no windows. All you got is the skylight and the fucking lights is flickering.
He had an
and
in-school
shit.
suspension. Yeah, he was in-school suspension.
that's
He didn't
what
even
it
know. Speaking of school, what's one life skill schools should teach but don't?
They should teach every life skill. A major thing that they should teach is financial literacy.
That was exactly what I was about to say.
Financial literacy, because that's what I'm actually, because I'm going to school to start a program to do that.
Check you out.
Specifically, because I really wanted, because nobody taught me that in school. I just knew I knew my grandma had credit cards.
Yeah.
To every fucking store there was. I knew that. But
that's a big
nobody teaches kids the importance of their credit. To teach them, because right out of school somebody telling you to go to college, you getting approved for all these student loans. By the time you 21, 22, you $30,000-$40,000 in debt.
Yep.
Because of a student loan that you didn't actually have to get for real. Nobody is pushing technical schools for kids or trade schools for them to learn a skill instead of just spending 4 years in college for a fucking English lit degree. And they don't have no fucking life skills.
That's a key thing right there. If your kid is going to go to school, make sure like they take up something that they can actually use when they get out of college. Because some of these kids will go to school for 4 years, get a degree that you can't even do nothing with.
You don't go into the field with that degree. And I can understand like going through 4 years of school, graduating, and you thinking like that's something you want to do, then getting out of school, getting experience in something else, and realizing, oh, I want to do this instead.
Right.
That can happen, and I understand that. But financial literacy needs to be taught in school. I think that should I think they should start that at least in 8th grade for real. And they don't have to. You ain't got to start with credit right away. Start with basic things like what's the difference between a checking and a savings?
Yep.
Like how much you should be saving. Like can you save? How you should budget? Like what it would be like when you have a job. This is how much rent may be. This is how you pay your bills. Like things like that. Basic life skills that they can take with them.
All right.
Because every kid's situation will be different and their home life is different. Some kids won't even have to worry about touching a bill until they well into their late 20s. And some kids gonna have to automatically go into that when then like they second or third year in high school with paying the bill.
Because some of them don't even know how to open an account. Like that should be a thing too. Like how to even start to open an account.
Like the documents you need. Where's your birth certificate? I know a lot of parents got their kids' birth certificate, Social Security, so underneath the mattress. But give them their shit. It's their documents. What do you need it for?
Yeah and no to some of those things. Some of those things, like your parents should be held accountable for those things. Well, you can't hold a parent accountable for stuff like that. But I'm just, your parent should be the person who is showing you how to open up a bank account, how to manage money, so forth and so on, at some capacity.
But what if they can't manage their own money?
So
some of them can't even.
Leading the blind.
Yes.
That's why I said
they running their credit cards up. They running their credit cards up there because they don't know how to.
Now your mom, your dad, your grandma, somebody done put your name on the cable bill,
yeah.
And you wonder why you can't get cable when you get your first apartment.
That's true. But it's like at some point, to me, I was just sitting here thinking to myself, like, damn, I had a class about like probability or something like that. I think, what's that math? Statistics. Mm-hmm. And I'm in my head thinking to myself, like,
why?
I'm learning about statistics. Why are they not adding some kind of financial literacy in this class? Because that would make the most sense because it go based off of numbers and based off of groups of people and so forth and so on. Because I'm like, I got to learn about the circumference of a circle. And I'm not gonna never use that.
Unless you're going into a trade, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember this is good.
But even still,
the diameter and shit.
But the crazy part is, like, even like me being a carpenter, half of that math we don't even use. We do addition, subtraction, and fractions.
Basic shit.
Yeah, every once in a while you got to figure some stuff out. But other than that, like,
but I mean, if they like. And I think it should start in 8th grade with small things like opening up a bank account, how that works. And then each year it should go into something else. And then when you get to like their junior year, their senior year, you should start bringing in the idea of credit and letting them know you don't need 8 to 10 credit cards. You don't need to open up every single credit card
that they send you because
you need a good. I would say you need at least a solid 3. I would say maybe 4. But you have to know the benefits of why you have those cards, how to manage your payments, your utilization. Like, you don't have to you don't have to throw it all out at once. Like, give them everything at once because that's overwhelming.
Right.
But
got a whole school year.
But bridge it to them like at their age group and what they need to learn. I don't need to teach my 8th grader about credit. I don't need to teach you about that just shit. But the rest of y'all that are about to go into college, or even if you're not going to college and you're going straight into a job or a career, you're going into a trade, you need to know these things. And if you're getting student loans, like what's that's going to look like when you got to repay them back. If you're going to repay them back, I know, in all honesty, they can kiss my ass. I'm not paying nothing back.
Now I think about it, I'm like, damn, it's stuff that they should have in school. Like stuff like that should be in school because there's no, once I got to like, what, 4th? No, once I got to 5th grade, 5th and 6th, I started learning about algebra. And then it's the next step algebra, then algebra 2, and 3, and
3 and all,
pre-calculus. At some point, algebra should be taught like way before 6th grade. Because like kids they have such fast learning, so they should be able to condense that all together. But I don't understand how the whole United States have a different learning system for every state.
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
Shit, fuck every state. You go from Philly to the county right now, it'll be two
Two
different things.
Because they might have a financial literacy class.
And it's also that's people say like they go to the county and they might get better schooling. Well, it's a little bit easier to take care of one major school than hundreds of schools in a bigger city where people are funneling money into their own pockets. They can't even.
Child, this school district get money every year, and then every fucking midway through the year is missing.
Yeah,
bitch, please stop talking to me.
Exactly.
Please stop talking.
Is there anything else you think we should add in schools outside of that, like curriculum wise, or?
I mean, I definitely think they should keep cursive.
Let's
I
keep
think
music.
I think they should
sure.
bring back, like I know Dobbins was a big one when I was in high school that did like skill classes when they did like shop, cosmetology, cooking, like those type of things.
I got that at Mass Mom. So Mass Mom is the prominent school for that, though.
Yeah. When I went to my high school, Mercy Tech, that's actually how I ended up starting in the carpentry. But there's carpentry, electrical, cosmetology, nursing, business, HVAC, and culinary.
Yeah, I think kids deserve options, and they deserve to know that there's a future in something, you know, outside of the norm of what society may be pushing.
Right.
And it's harder for the kids that go to public schools because, like you said earlier, because now, like, a lot of the schools are just pushing these kids through and giving them passing grades, and they graduate and they can't read past a third grade level.
Right.
And then they go to college and they get a rude awakening because nobody is just passing you for giving them subpar shit.
Yeah, that's why you gotta appreciate the good teachers that are out there. Because if you have a bad teacher and you have a student that can't get it, and you have a parent that's not caring about it, that kid's never gonna be there. That kid's gonna be always lost.
11th grade, I had to do summer school because my math teacher spoke Russian and she was no fucking help. And I literally, and it wasn't like I didn't try. I went to after school tutoring. I tried to get like my classmates to tutoring, and I just was not getting the shit. And she was just not helping. And I had to go to summer school. You know what they told me in summer school? The basic algebra shit that I already passed 2 years ago. But I digress. I learned from that mistake, and I still graduated. I didn't get past the fucking law.
Right.
I graduated with honors, good shit.
And
but like, yeah, that fucks you up because if you're literally trying and the person that's meant to help you is not helping you,
yeah, you're just.
It literally just makes you not want to. Like, I literally after a while, I did sit in the back of the classroom and talk shit for the whole fucking class.
Yeah.
And me and them people wound up in summer school together, so that was fun.
Yeah, and the last one on this one, when it comes to like different trades and stuff, I think some of that stuff is important. Yeah, it's important helping you get a career, but it's also important teaching you how to be a professional. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people nowadays, whether they own a business, whether they work for a business, a lot of these people don't know how to be a professional. They don't know how to be a professional. Mm-hmm. Like, they talk to you crazy. They think because they own the business. Ant would know. Listen, Ant would know. Like, a lot of people like just look at you as like, damn, you can't look out for me. Like,
no.
Or they own a business. They might own a business, and their professional skills are just trash.
I think they need to bring back. I don't know if y'all did it in your school. I know in my school we used to do like mock interviews, those type of things, like career development. I would say my career development, like learning how to do an interview, learning how to do a proper interview, learning how to build your resume, learning how to dress, learning how to dress for an interview because. I don't, and I blame like how far society has come and like how people have taken it less serious. I don't care what job you're going out for. I don't care if you're going out to be a janitor at a hospital or if you're going out to be a line cook at McDonald's. There's no way on earth you should be going to anybody's interview in a tracksuit and sneakers.
Yeah.
There's no way in anybody's interview you should be going to somebody's interview and your hair is unkept, or you got a scarf on, or it look like you barely washed your face and brushed your teeth. I ain't saying you got to put makeup on. Yeah. I'm not saying you got to get a fresh hairdo, but look presentable to the outside world. Like, because you want to be, listen, somebody's going to treat you exactly how you fucking look.
Right.
So if you look bummy, I'm not taking you serious. Unless
you get to a certain status. If you get to a certain status where you can get away with stuff like that, that's one thing. But you're not a millionaire, you're not a billionaire. They can get away with it.
You only get away with that is if you at the echelon high ladder of your own fucking business or career. There's no way if you entry level or still on that stepping ladder that you gonna get away with that shit.
Yeah, that's another thing. Just off of that, I know we got topics coming off of that. Being professional. If you're a manager of a establishment, you can't be friends with all of your coworkers. That's not how that works. Because at some point, they're not going to respect you anymore. Oh, no. Like somebody needs to know who's in charge.
Like we could be cool.
Yeah, but somebody needs to know like
you can know like I got you, like you can come to me and everything like that, but also like I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you.
It has to be respect.
Like you want to be late every day, you want to keep calling out, like you will be off the schedule or fired. I love you though. I hope you do well later. But get the fuck out. It's a business we running.
Everybody don't think like that though.
You right.
Let me get this. What is one struggle you're glad your parents didn't rescue you from? That's a tough question.
I don't.
Had my own phone bill. That was the first job. That phone off, I'm cooked. I was the first like little job. I was like, damn, I gotta make sure I pay this phone bill because if I ain't got no phone bill, I ain't got nothing.
What's a struggle that
I'm glad my parents didn't rescue me from?
Yeah.
That's like a loaded question. Like, what the fuck?
I ain't get no money for my phone bill.
Oh,
you glad they didn't rescue you from that?
Yeah, it made me like
want to go get money.
Want to go get the money that I need. Like at that point, it's like you on your own. I'm not paying your phone bill. Your phone bill off. Don't ask me for no cheese.
Yeah, actually putting you in summer job. Like,
no, I got a job because I wanted money. So she ain't put. I'm gonna say this. My mom didn't make me do anything I didn't want to do. Mm-hmm. Like I wasn't running the streets. I was sneaky, but I wasn't like running the streets. And like I did lie a lot for no reason. But I got a job because I wanted my own money, but I didn't have to. Like she wasn't making me get a job. I moved out the house because my friends and my cousin was getting their own house. And I was just like, oh, well, I can move out. I ain't had no job, no savings account, no money, no nothing. And I just moved out. And I didn't have to. It wasn't even like a conversation to where my mom or my grandma was saying like, all right, when you get this age, you need to move out. It was never like one of the moments. So
you just wanted your own space.
Yeah.
I should have stayed a little longer. Looking back on it.
That's what I'm thinking. I should have just been like, all right, Mom, longer. I'm going to South Philly to see my friends. I'll be back home later. Like I should have did one of those
instead of moving out.
But once you get the freedom to walk around your own shit naked, oh, ever want to go back? Ever want to go back? Ever want to go?
Until you start spending money, you be like, damn.
Yeah, I get it. Definitely was some broke moments when we had no food in the house.
Yeah.
The struggles of life. But
these kids nowadays struggle is different.
I mean, my mom never, I would say she has like bailed me out of a lot of stuff, but
for the most part,
it's nothing that like, it's no struggle I went through that I'm happy she didn't save me from.
All right. Let me get this. Children learn more from failure than they do from constant success. True or false?
No, there has to be a balance. I don't think you learn more from failing. I think you learn from failing and you learn from being successful.
Yes and no. I think sometimes you gotta, like you just said, your mom always was, kind of like a safety net.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think your parents can't always be a safety net.
I mean, I still went through shit that she couldn't save me from, but I went through it and she couldn't save me, but I still failed on my own. There may have been like little things that I did that, I never really learned the lesson from that, and I just keep putting myself in that same position because that's my fault. But you're gonna learn a lesson if you want to learn that lesson. So I can't say you learn more through failure or you learn through success, because
you can learn through both. Yeah.
You can learn through both of them. If you keep failing at something, that automatically doesn't mean that, you're going to learn your lesson the next time because you keep failing. Right. Sometimes you're going to fail and then be like, all right, well, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to do it this way. And it's basically just a different font of the same way you did it, and you're still going to fail.
True.
So it's not really learning a lesson. It's just finding a loophole to do it differently.
Yeah. Or if you're always successful, and then you do fail at something, you don't know how to handle it.
That's what a lot of these kids going through now.
You don't know how to handle. You don't know how to. You were always good. You were like your team, AAU team always won. You were the top player. You were this and that, and then you fell, and you don't know how to take failure. And then you throw a tantrum, or you don't know how to deal with your emotions. Constant success also teaches you. Sometimes teaches you don't know how to deal with your emotions, like because everything. What do you mean I'm not? Like, what do you mean I didn't do good at this?
And sometimes it makes you like an overachiever because you're trying so hard not to fail.
Right.
Because you know what constant success feels like. So now I have to basically it's like a high. I have to keep myself up here on that high because I like that feeling. I don't ever want to feel like a failure. I don't want to feel that feeling of failing. So now I have to overachieve to make sure I stay up here. But you need a balance of both. You need to fail sometimes, and you need to be successful. Your goal is always to be successful. It's not to fail.
Right.
But if you fail, you need to know how to regulate that feeling to appreciate the success that comes out of it.
All right. Now, off of that, it says the difference between protection and preparation. So it says every parent wants to shield their child from hardship. But it's our job to protect kids from every Is it our job to protect kids from every challenge or prepare them to handle challenges?
Prepare them to handle it.
Prepare them to handle.
Yeah.
Because some parents don't. Some parents just want to constantly protect.
No.
You should protect your child when it makes the most sense, because over protecting can lead to like negligence and then
Dependency.
Dependency
At a big ass age.
And that makes me think of the Tyler Perry movie with the grandpa and the grandson. I was watching that John last night.
Joe's Road Trip.
Yep.
Young boy just was like just wet behind the ears and just like it's like it was his dad's fault. He protected him. He had him at a PWI. It's like
and then teach him about his root, and then like instilling him to still be proud of being black. And then you just laugh. You laughing at your white friends making black jokes like it's funny and it's not.
Let's talk about that. So most parents, they want to, obviously they want better for their kids. So sometimes when they say better, they move them.
Proximity to white.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Or they move them to like a mixed neighborhood or somewhere where it's just like away from the city.
Sure.
So they figure, all right, I'm moving away from city problems. They're good, Yeah, the house, everything might be good. They might have, they can go outside, don't have to worry about certain things. But there are other things outside of that sometimes they don't prepare their kids for. Racism being one of them. You're the only black kid, and you
microaggressions.
Yeah.
Backhanded comments.
Yeah.
Like
stuff like that. They might go to, like you said, one of those schools where it might be predominantly white, and the kid might look at it like. They might start thinking that they're not equal, but they don't realize that this isn't what they can do and what we can do is two separate things. I don't care what you say, how good a friend they are for you. They might be your best friend, but there's still certain things that friend doesn't understand because
prime example is Carmelo Anthony case.
Absolutely.
This is one of those things where you need to. I'm all for if you grew up in the depths of North Philly, or if you grew up in the bottom of West Philly, or the depths of South Philly, wherever the case may be. You grew up in like a bad environment, or anything like that, and your goal is to make sure that your kid grows up in something better than that.
Absolutely.
I'm all for that, but don't remove your kid from their. I'm talking for black people, so I can't talk for Latinos, Mexicans, I can't talk for Dominicans, I can't talk for anybody else but black kids. Removing them from their blackness and then putting them in close proximity to whiteness to make it seem like it's better does not help them if they don't appreciate who they are.
Absolutely. Because
they'll get around these kids and they don't understand microaggressions. They don't understand backhanded comments. They don't understand when somebody is questioning like, or being racist. I would say it's somebody is being blatantly racist or quiet racist or a subtle racist, and it's just like you need to make sure your kid knows who they are.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, you can't say, oh, I'm a woman first, I'm a man first. If you're black, When you enter a room, nobody gives a fuck if you a woman or a man. They see your color before they see anything else.
Absolutely.
You are black when you walk into that room. That is what they see first. Everything else is second fiddle to it. So you can remove your child from all the, you can remove your child from the crime. You can remove your child from the unstableness of the city and move them out to where it's a little bit quieter. It's a little bit more steady. It's easy for you to manage and control. And you feel like it's better for your child. That's perfectly fine. But make sure your child knows who they are. Make sure they know what it's like to be black in America.
Absolutely. You could take them out their environment, but don't take them out of their environment.
Don't take the environment out of
Don't take the environment out of them. You know what I'm
saying. You can take the nigga out the hood, but can't take the hood out the nigga.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm too old to be hanging with niggas. I hang with people that got shit to lose. I hang with black people. I hang with black people. Yeah.
The niggas different.
Yeah. What Chris Rock say? He said it's niggas and then it's black people. he said everybody can't hang with niggas.
Everybody can't hang with niggas.
Listen, because I see some shit online. I see some shit like, these niggas.
I would never be. You would never catch me the fuck down there.
And sometimes, listen, when you get older, you subtly just remove yourself from certain places. Like, this is niggas about to fuck this shit up.
I know I can't be down here too long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start exiting quickly because I know what the fuck is about to go down. Especially if it's somewhere that I used to live at and I moved away from it. I already know what the fuck is about to happen. That doesn't change. I'm leaving. I'm going back home.
You know what's crazy that you ever see the change of a restaurant or a change of a certain place? Man, I remember this place used to be a certain way, and then nowadays you go back there when the fuck did this happen?
I'm just gonna take my exit now because I'm not gonna be here too long.
Because when did certain spot? This gonna sound so wrong, but black people would turn a seafood restaurant into theirs. It started with Chuck Alabas. Now Biddy the Bumps.
And then it's another one that's on Aramingo, but I think that's owned by a black guy. I do want to go there. They got karaoke on Thursdays. The drinks look amazing. But
once hookah come, it's a wrap.
And that other day I realized to myself, I don't like going places without hookah.
See? There we go. Damn, you ain't got hookah.
I be wanting no hookah so bad. I just be wanting to smoke it, and I be like,
it's crazy.
This is an addiction, and it has to be talked about because
it is. That's that niggas. But that's
certain restaurants. Okay, certain restaurants. I know. I'm not going to a nice restaurant and I want some hookah. But if I'm going to a lounge or something, I'm definitely looking for it.
Keyword lounge. It's like lounge restaurants nowadays.
Lounge bar. I'm definitely looking for that joint. Or can I smoke? Or can I smoke my vape in here?
You like a fiend. That's some fiend shit right there, yo. That's
can I smoke it in here?
That's like a whole fiend right there.
Outside, can I smoke it out here? We outside. It's not anybody's thing, but yeah.
Sometimes listen, them nice restaurants. That's why some of them restaurants they don't do it because they don't sell out. Mm-hmm. They don't sell out to certain things.
Yeah. And I think you should.
I respect it.
I respect it. I think a business, if it doesn't have a certain thing, I don't think you should add it to your business to go with the masses. Because at that way you control the crowd that comes in as well. Mm-hmm. Because
that's how old head bars stay old head spots.
I love an old head bar.
Yeah, because you don't never have to worry about
what fucking what is it? Charlie B's right there on Brewer and Logan.
Yeah, that's Charlie B's. Yeah.
I've never been in that joint.
I've been in there. I grew up around the corner. I grew up around the corner from there.
I will always go in there and put my money in the jukebox. And
old head bars stay old head bars. They don't do many. They don't do many renovations.
No,
should be
liquor
looking like
pouring. Liquor is constantly pouring, baby. Yes, give me my. Now I did get upset because I got a henny punch. It was $18. I was like, this doesn't.
That's one thing about it. But that is one thing.
Seem like an old head price, but you know what? This is real good. I was drunk. I had two of them. I was good and drunk before I got to the half of the second one. So I was like, all right, that's fine with me.
Listen,
but
that's because old heads know how to go and have a good time. Without the BS, they go play their little pool. They be chilling.
I am good for an old head bar, a good slow jam, and a sing along. Somebody pop that just got his pension check. Mm-hmm.
But like you said, they stick to what they know.
They stick to what they know.
Yeah. So some places, like I said, if I'm gonna go somewhere, certain places, I don't want to see you niggas. I'm taking my family out. I don't want to see you niggas. I'm like, oh shit, here y'all come here. Oh, here they come.
Too many 20-year-olds in the old head bar at once. I leave. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in here.
That's why I try to keep my old head joint.
Sometimes you don't know nowhere where I'm at. Like
sometimes you gotta gatekeep certain spots. Like you just this don't go so everything nowadays is hard to gatekeep certain restaurants and spots because everybody want to go there, try it out. Everybody's a food critic, blah blah blah. Certain spots is quiet. You saying you got a nice little 30 plus vibe.
Like I put my aunts and them on. We put my aunts and them on Set No Lips for brunch. Oh baby, they love it. They fucking love it.
They gotta turn Set No Lips into Set Niggas.
That shit be rolling. I ain't never seen a fight in that motherfucker, so I don't care.
I hate Set No Lips now. I went one time.
That shit
was like
rolling.
almost $200. I'm like, bro.
Oh yeah.
All I ordered was some fries and some wings and like 2 drinks.
You see them condos they putting down there? They gotta get their money. Shit, they know they clients. They know they clientele.
Automatically included 20% gratuity.
Absolutely.
Y'all smoking crack.
If you go somewhere like that, they getting their money. They gonna get it one way or another.
But I always get top tier service. My food is always good.
Yeah.
The mimosas is amazing.
That's some
The
spots like
DJ
that.
is popping. I don't know.
You
I'm
get a
gonna
nice
pay
little
$200
mix. You know
there.
what I'm saying? You get a nice little mixed crowd. You got a lot of college kids down there and all that. Hey, listen,
That's not who be in there. When we looking for.
not no more.
That's not who be in there. They be next door. They be down the street. They don't be in there.
They be like, looking, we
And
gonna we
ain't going in
good.
there. It's too many. They be thinking it's too many niggas in there. But
Yeah.
this is a mixture. It's just a mixture.
Yeah, I like a little mixed spot. All right, I'm gonna give you this list. Life skills every child should learn. We were talking about life skills. So we already talked about budgeting and saving money. Conflict resolution.
Yes.
That comes with wisdom, though.
Yeah.
This can't learn that.
That's just what
Technically.
when you get older, it's just.
I feel like you just.
But I feel like at a younger age, you should learn how to you should teach.
You have to
yeah,
mold them a little bit.
mold them just a little bit to teach them how to do it. Because if not, they'll automatically act off emotion. And that's the worst thing.
They automatically go into hitting.
Absolutely, they want to fight. They want to do dumb shit.
Like you ever met a 2-year-old? They go to hitting. There's no
There's no in between.
talking. It's no in between. It's right into hitting or kicking. Maybe a bite.
Maybe a bite. Time management.
Yes. Yeah. Because I have. Yeah. I think I literally call mine genetic. I call mine genetic lateness because
Genetic lateness is crazy.
my mom.
Put that on a shirt.
Listen, my mom is constantly late to a lot of things. Like a good about 95% of things.
It
she's
makes
late
sense
to.
now.
So that's
Ah.
I be trying to put in the effort to like be on time and stuff, and I still wind up late. And I just be like,
Yeah, I tell you 2
but
hours
I don't
early.
be like, but I don't be like, oh, y'all know I'm gonna be late, so just fucking like I actively be trying, and it's just like something goes wrong. So yeah, but I call it genetic lateness, but she don't give a fuck. She just don't give a fuck. But I do think kids need to learn time management, how to, especially when it comes to like schoolwork. That helps, and balancing out like what needs to get done, like things of importance, and then like things that can probably be like held off a little bit.
All right. Basic cooking.
Yes,
Yeah, you think
you need to know how to make a sandwich, make a hot dog, some noodles,
for whatever reason now,
eggs, boil an egg, scramble an egg, make some bacon.
I don't know why my daughter thing now is noodles. I don't know why or where she had noodles,
Just be happy she likes noodles.
but noodles now, cup of noodles for whatever reason.
Oh, a cup of noodles.
She like cup of noodles.
Ugh.
She like the cup of noodles.
Nope, I take that back. No.
She like that. She might eat the regular noodles, but she for that reason she like the cup of noodles.
Cup of noodles taste exactly how cup of noodles taste like plastic.
They changed it. Wait, they changed the cup. It's not what's the name?
It's not styrofoam no more.
They changed the material of it.
Yeah, because now it actually goes in the microwave.
Yeah, it
Remember,
says-
it wasn't
it said-
supposed to go in the microwave.
We didn't know that.
We didn't read it.
We didn't read that.
We didn't read it.
Ain't
We was
nobody-
putting cold water in that bitch and put it in the microwave and then letting it heat up.
Pretty much looking at it too.
Child.
All right, we good. Accountability.
Yes. Oh my. Yes. That is a major one. You need to be accountable of your actions and what you did.
Not what everybody else
I'm going
did.
back to the kids that are supposedly finding out that they're not graduating. When you got to school in the morning and you decided to play outside with your fucking friends or your girlfriend or your boyfriend and you didn't take your ass to class, or you was cutting class, or you was skipping school, and now you feeling out that, oh, you're not graduating, you got to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, that's your fucking fault. That's nobody's fault but your own, unless, and this is where it becomes situational, circumstantial, and everything like that. Unless you in a household where, like, your parents may depend on you to take care of younger siblings, or your parents don't care, or your parents are constantly like out the house, and you don't feel supported as much and everything like that. Yeah, then those things is just like, there is an adult at fault there because you're not getting your needs are not fully met to help you be successful.
Right.
So those are the things. But to the kids that don't have that situation in the household, because I'm not talking to the ones that to the ones that don't have that situation and have no excuse why they can't get their schoolwork done or can't show up to class. Yeah, no.
Emotional regulation. Yeah. Kids don't know how to deal with it, bro. We just talked about that. Kids don't know how to deal with their emotions.
They go right into anger. And
everybody's why you so mad at the world?
Yeah,
bro?
Everybody's a dickhead.
Everybody's
or a bitch.
Fighting. No respect.
No respect. Like I was on a bus today, and it was these 3 little boys. I said had to be no older than 10, between 20 and 12. Damn. And the bus was riding past, and they was putting their middle fingers up.
That's crazy.
They outside, no shirt on, just putting their middle fingers up in the middle of the fucking street.
Where they learn this at, bro? Like, I think kids do not fear their parents.
That is another
really
thing.
What it is. Like, I was scared to go home, get my ass whipped, or my game getting taken away.
Kids don't fear their parents no more. Their parents is just 10 years older than them. 10, 15 years older than them. That'd be the problem. Exactly. Their parents do it. That's where they probably get it from.
Yeah, because a lot of parents don't have patience. So they're quick to anger too if they kid not doing something that they want them to do or not moving as fast as they want them to move. They quick to anger and then they yelling or they call. I know a lot of parents that call their kids out of their name for no reason, and they don't think that it's an issue because their kid might not be saying anything right away. But you don't understand that child gonna remember that forever. And when they leave the house, they go no contact. Or when you get old or sick or anything like that, and they put your ass in hospice with not a second thought. Think back to the moments when you could have been calm and talked to them like an actual human being and not somebody beneath your foot. Think back to those moments because that's what it matters.
Yeah. So. I knew when we was cooked, like our generation was cooked when we call kids bro. Yo, my goddaughters be frying me. I be like, bro, come here, bro. Like, you keep me mad.
Because what are you doing? Because why is it like I don't like.
Our kids gonna be the same way though, because we play too much.
Child,
that'd be the problem. Like we laugh when we not supposed to laugh. That'd be the issue. Like. Why? Like, how did you just come up with that?
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from? And then some of it, like, I know that probably came from me, so I can't even really be mad. But I shouldn't laugh. But I gotta discipline you. But it's just like
my daughter new thing is, whatever.
See,
child. The other day, I was like real overstimulated, and she was on 10, and it was a lot of things I had to do when I came home from work, and she just wouldn't calm down. And she said, whatever. I almost called her a bitch.
Hey, yo, like she was a little kid.
I'm really being honest. Like it didn't, like it was like in my head, but it didn't make its way out of my mouth. It was just like I turned around and I thought about it, and I was like, nope. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna walk out of here. We're gonna walk out of here, and we're gonna go in the bathroom, and we'll come back when we regroup, so we can be calmer. Because whatever we say right now is not gonna be nice or helpful.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I think millennials as parents, I think we have a little bit more patience, I would say. And we know how to talk to our kids a little bit better than like our parents did. And we give a tad bit more grace. I feel like our parents were real, like, I said what I said.
Right.
And it was a period. And it was never a, let me hear how you feel or why you feel that way. I don't really think a lot of us got those questions. And now it's kind of like, all right, we asked our kid, but we still got the I said what I said, period. But now it's just a little bit of like, okay, well, what's going on?
It's crazy because the next thing on here, it says comparison culture. Like, do you think we always compare how we raising our kids to how we were raised?
Because, like, especially with, I saw a video, I think it was yesterday, this guy, he was on another podcast, and he was saying, like, how he's not going to beat his child because he feels like when he was a kid and got beat, like, he feels like it gave him real bad anxiety as an adult, and that traumatized him. And, you know, I listened to the whole clip and everything like that, and I listened to the other two hosts respond, and I'm just like, I mean, that's his story. Like, whatever type of beating he was getting that traumatized him and gave him bad anxiety as an adult, like, that's his story. But I feel like some people are using that whole word trauma, like I'm traumatized from getting the beating, and I'm like it like. What was you getting beat with? Like what? Like in all naturality, like what the fuck was you getting beat with that traumatized you as an adult? Like you don't want to beat your kid, and you think that your badass kid gonna come around my kid because you want to. It's not too many timeouts I can do before you getting fucking popped.
Them beatings installed a sense of accountability and made sure like you was on the straight and narrow. Like now it didn't work for everybody. Some
people became a little like accustomed to it, and so it didn't work as much.
I tell you what, his kids, if you have a son, don't beat your kid if you want to. They gonna run all over you. That'd be half the problem.
It's gonna sound crazy. He a bitch.
Hey yo.
There's no grown ass. No.
You
Look at the camera for this one, bro.
oh shit.
No grown ass man should ever come out his mouth and be like, "Yo, I'm traumatized." Like, unless you really went through something real traumatic, bro. Like you should never fix your lips and say, "Oh, I'm traumatized," or "That got me triggered." You a bitch. You a bitch. You a grown ass man, bro. Like you a bitch, bro. Like is be a man or don't be a man. You got some people like it's okay to cry. You feel me? We go through life like it's okay to cry, but don't never look at somebody and dead ass be like get on Beyonce's internet and say I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized.
No, wait, hold on. No, some shit you can some now him saying he traumatized with beating that part, yeah. Now some shit you see. It can traumatize you. You can be traumatized no matter how old you get. But
he said you went to.
But if you like, you talking about you got beat and you traumatized. That's a little. Come on,
that's
bro.
why I said I don't know what he was like. He didn't say like specifically like what he was beat with, like, or was he beat like every single time he did something wrong?
Did it make him a better person?
Then it becomes that's what a lot of things about parenting, and especially when we compare it, it is situational because. We all didn't like some things. We all be like, oh, we all had the same childhood, but a lot of shit. Like some people were terrorized in their fucking home by a parent, because they led with a fist instead of leading with like compassion, empathy, or the benefit of the doubt. So, I mean, I'm not gonna call anybody a bitch if you feel like. You were traumatized from something. If you were traumatized, you were traumatized. That's your story. That's your walk, whatever the case may be. But if you say you were traumatized and somebody like feels like that's like basic shit, or like it don't seem like something that would really. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on what really traumatized you about it. Like, did you flinch every time like your parent walked into a room, or did you flinch when somebody raised their voice? Or now as an adult, if somebody raises their voice or raises their hand, like, do you automatically go to like a defensive?
Were you abused or were you beat?
That right there.
That's what it is. Like, that's exactly what it's like. Were you abused or were you just getting beat because you outlined?
That's different. Like you like. Off what's the little girl off when Janet Jackson played on Good Times?
Oh, Penny.
Penny, when she played Penny and she was getting burnt with the iron and all that.
That
was abuse. But if you just was getting beat, some people look at it, no, that's abuse. We're not trying to hear nothing you talking. First of all,
it's not abuse. Like I'm not listening to nobody that tell me, oh, well, our parents are abusing them. My mom did not fucking abuse me. I don't know
now,
what you're talking
if
about.
anybody watches that Lay Down South, y'all be doing some abusive shit down there. I'd have heard some shit. About down South motherfuckers.
I ain't never had to get a switch.
You had to get a switch.
I never had to do that. I got a belt, and after a while, it was a fist. But
y'all was down there just that was now that all right. If you down them South states, y'all might have got abused because I'd have heard some shit about down South motherfuckers get that switch. Oh, what you say get a switch nowadays? Young boss is running. He trying to get this switch.
He gonna bring something else.
He gonna bring something else. Go get this switch. No, Grant, this ain't back in the day, Grant. But I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Don't put a gun in your fucking head. Please.
Man, last one on kids. The battle with screen time. So, what are your thoughts? I feel like every kid, no matter where we go, restaurant, any place they want to have, they gotta have a tablet, gotta have an iPad.
It's really hard because I was like adamant, like before I had my daughter, I was like, well, yeah, I don't want her to sit in front of an iPad all the time, and I don't want her to do this, and yeah, fuck that.
And keep them quiet.
It depends on what they watching like all day. And are they in front of a TV all day? Like, are they like, do they play with toys? Are they outside? Like, she likes to go outside. She likes to play with toys. She likes to color. She wants to play with her Barbie. She likes to play with balls. Yeah. And she also likes to watch this thing called Coco Bee and Miss Laurie. Miss Laurie is like, she does music or whatever. And Peppa Pig.
Yes.
And Bluey.
And Bluey.
Like, I mean, like certain, like it just depends on like what your kid is constantly, what are they constantly watching, and it's just like we were TV kids too, but we had it at a point where like, you know, like Nickelodeon was big on like go outside and play. Like they wouldn't show anything on the network because they wanted you to go outside and play. But these kids, they have a different environment. You can't just say go outside and play because all of a sudden the block getting shot up, or all of a sudden somebody trying to kidnap your kid, or your kid is, you know, running the fuck off. Like, so
too much going on in this world.
I feel like screen time is completely up to you. Just don't push that on another parent. If you see my child out at a restaurant with a fucking iPad or a phone,
exactly,
mind your fucking business. If your child is coloring, I'm gonna mind my fucking business. That's it.
My daughter got like that. She can multitask. Like she'll have the tablet on, and then like she'll be playing with her toys.
See?
And then she'll go back to the tablet.
Exactly.
And then she'll be doing something else, or she'll be like dressing up the dolls or whatever. She might have saw something on the tablet, and it made her want to do it with the toy. Makes me
And I'm a TV adult. Like I can't sleep in like a completely dark room. So my TV at night stays on Family Guy. That's what I fall asleep to. And then by the time I wake up in the morning, it's on a little screensaver thing. So that's what my child is, because that's where her household is.
Right.
Only thing I want her to do is stop standing in front of the fucking TV. That's all I want her to do.
Kids love doing that.
Like I just want. It's not like I think she feel like it's like a big iPad, and it's not that. Please stop touching it. Please go away.
Kids listen. Yeah. when it come to kids, and when it come to just to wrap everything up, come to kids, come to parenting. It's just there's so many things, broad topics that we've noticed that like when it comes to parenting, like that's a topic that people always have an opinion on, because I think some people don't even be having kids, they just be having an opinion on it
because they see it. Yeah. They see things within like their friend groups or family, or even just in public. They see from strangers, and they feel like either they can do a better job, or like you're doing it wrong. Like they feel like they can do it, like they'll do it differently than what you're doing.
Right. And
once you have a kid,
you'll see.
Just revisit those thoughts. Maybe you will do it better, but please revisit those thoughts, because a lot of things will change. And yeah.
Bull's still a bitch.
We gotta make that a soundbite.
Bull's still a bitch.
Man, we gotta make that a soundbite. September 27th.
Sunday,
September 27th. City Winery live show. Make sure y'all get your tickets. Get your tickets. 6 o'clock. 6:30. We'll figure it out. I think it's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Yeah, y'all be there at 6. We be there when we get there, but y'all be there. No, let me stop.
I'll be there when I be there. I'll get there when I get there.
You didn't experience our last live show. You got to be there. Gotta be there.
Got to experience it. Be a part of the conversation.
Absolutely.
And enjoy the moments. Enjoy the laughs.
For sure. So we pretty much, we gonna say we bring the comments to the stage. We bring the comments to live. So y'all got some shit to say to us? You got some shit to say to Ant?
Just keep it cute.
Because they was
keep it cute though.
Yeah, they was on Ant last time. It was up there starting. It was on Ant last time, but it made a great show. People been waiting for this, our second live show. So it's been a while, but we back. We going back on stage. So listen. If you're in Philly, listen, if you one of our out of town listeners, we'd be honored for y'all to come, take a flight, come see us.
Come see the show.
Come see the show. Y'all meet us, take pictures, all that good stuff. So, like we always say, man, common sense ain't always common. So put a little bit more smarts in the world. And on that note, it's the boy Vance.
And I'm Ash.
Holla at you.